see. So today the boys are getting a new trailer. It's going up to our homestead property in Baldwin area of Michigan. It's more northern, so it's going to be a lot more snowy. I think it's a 5B, 5A, I have to double check. Growing area, which means we're going to have even more interesting growing things going on. We've got our Garden of Whedon is under construction currently. Let me put these things down. We do have our shade garden area that was here last year, but we're taking apart these two growing areas. We're currently going to be moving those into using for starts and reusing the logs for bees and everything. And then we have moved the greenhouse from the patio of the lake property to here, where we have a lot of good stuff in there. I'll show you the gardens. Down here we have some grass and clover started that are going to go up as plugs into our area in the homestead. And then we have our flowers, our spinaches, our tomatoes. A squirrel planted us a tree. It's an oak. So we're going to get that started. Carrots, zinnias. We've got giant noble spinaches over here. Lots of plants. One nasturtium so far. And this is one potato that my mom gave me yesterday. She gifted me this potato she's been growing. So we'll plant this at some point this year too. And then over here, in this area, we have this hot box started. Maybe you can see in here we have bok choys and spinaches, different types of snap peas and regular peas, tomatoes. These are the beans we started in our windowsill to see if we could get germination rates going. And honest, they're not supposed to transplant very well, but instead of throwing them out, we put them in the dirt, and we're going to take them up anyway. If we feed the deer, we feed the deer. These are our blueberries from last year. They were 1 year last year, so they're 2 now. They're in pots. At some point we're going to take them up to the homestead. And then we have this peach tree and a Concord grape and a black raspberry. And the goal with this little peach tree is once it gets established, we're going to probably go ahead and graft some other things onto it and do what they call fruit salad tree, which means we'll probably have apricots and other stuff on there too, which is going to be pretty cool. We get our compost pile started over here. So we have this, and this is all with reclaimed, repurposed pallets. They come from Tesla. So this week we'll probably start planting these, but we're going up to the homestead for a few days in our other trailer, not the one that we're just cleaning. So we're gonna be up there in Hank, our trailer, not Hank 2.0 as Brian likes to call him. So we got a lot to get started. We're going to be planting strawberries, and we have all these little planter boxes over here we're going to do things into as well. So we got a lot to do. But our food forestry, permaculture, regenerative growing is going to happen. And on top of that, we're going to be doing our dead hedging up at the property in the Baldwin area. So that's going to have dead hedging all across. And then I've got, I think, 1,000 square feet to do this summer minimum. And that's just for one small side of the 5-acre property. And along all of that, we're going to be trying to amend the soil and using leaf and limb mulch, as well as whatever we can grow to throw back in. So that's where the beans are going to come. The beans were being made to go ahead and say, if we can get a lot of those beans growing in there, that's going to give us a lot of organic matter, and it's going to also help fix with the soil. So that's one of the goals. And Brian's going to be putting a beehive up there, one of our wooden boxes that he rescued from last year, some of his wooden box bees. So we'll probably have swarm traps up there too, trying to find our own bees to put in there, but we'll see how it goes. And we're super excited to get started on the homestead up there. So wish us luck.